Jeez Louise, that's bright. Hello everyone. Anyone that's tuning into the stream, what's up? Hope you guys are doing well. Gosh, where the hell have I been? So I haven't been streaming a lot lately because there's just been stuff that my mind is just too crazy to, like, it just does not want to focus on one thing. So, like, one of the things, for example, it took me like 3 or 4 days to actually, like, clean my office. Not that it was a lot. It really wasn't. It wasn't a lot. It was just... I'm a procrastinator. What can I say? And I just didn't really want to do it. But now I have like three desks or 3 tables in my room. Along with 3 chairs. And, I mean, it's more space, but like, what am I doing? So, I don't know. And like, last night was a doozy. Like, I'm sitting there watching something with my husband, and then like one of these guys calls me and he's like, I don't know, trying to convince me of something. I'm like, dude, whatever. Like, handle yourself. Like, don't even worry about me. You got a lot going on already as it is, and I'm not gonna be part of that. So, and he combats it by saying, like, he'll send me messages like, I like you and all this stuff, and I'm like being mean. Like, I'm totally being mean to this guy. And he's like, I like you, and I'm like, dude, stop it. You like a lot of things and a lot of people. Also, so does everyone else. So, I'm kidding. But I don't know. I had to deal with that yesterday. For some reason, I was forcing myself to imbibe alcohol. Maybe because I feel like we spent like, I don't know, like $100 on some stuff, and I was like, I don't really feel like drinking. So I'm like trying to find like every way that I can to make it like palatable. It's not that it's bad or anything. It's just like, I think I'm gonna give up drinking alcohol like altogether after this like last batch, I think. Unless like I go out somewhere, then I can have like a beer or something, or some wine. I don't know. So like on top of that, me being like completely ruthless, he still sends me a text message like sometime last night, early this morning, saying I like you, and I'm like, dude, what? I mean, like, all in all, I guess time will tell, but it's just like, I don't know where like this type of thing is like gonna go. And I'm not too worried about it, honestly. Call it what you will, but it's none of my concern, honestly. Things happen when they happen, and if they don't, then oh well. You shouldn't really worry about it all too much. So that's kind of like my ongoing philosophy about that. This morning, I got messages from my pharmacy saying that more of my medications were available to be picked up. And I took my injection this morning after I went to go pick it up from my other pharmacy / doctor's office. And, I mean, I can't say it was like the most productive thing, but like the drive it's a drive, right? And also getting out of my property is like an ordeal. It's like getting out of an airport. Very, very difficult. And it takes a very long time. So, but, you know, I got it done. And you know what else I found? I've been searching for it. I've been searching for freaking cinnamon Altoids. I don't know what it is with me and cinnamon, but me and cinnamon are friends. So I finally found some, and I couldn't be happier about like 3 of them. Not the worst price ever, but I was just really happy I found them. I just have some like regular ones in my bag. You know, for freshening breath or whatever. But they're not the same. So really glad I found those. I slept kind of well too, if you could believe that. But I have anecdotal proof, like evidence of that as to why I took my medicine last night, like I was supposed to. In fact, I doubled it. It's I just take like a watermelon or raspberry. I forget what it's called. Raspberry watermelon flavored progesterone trophy, and it's supposed to help me with sleep at night. It's supposed to help me stay asleep. I'm also supposed to be taking like CoQ10 as well, but I just don't have the money for that right now. It's kind of expensive. Like if I go on Amazon, yeah. So CoQ10 for a 90 count is, I mean, I guess that's not that bad, but I think my doctor had me take 2. But if not, Cunol, they offer, actually, 120 count for $30. It's not that bad. But I'm going to take a look at the dosage. I want to see what they recommend. Oh, you take 1. Okay, so it's not so bad, but I already buy like a lot of other supplements and stuff. And then it looks like Nature's Made also has a CoQ10 for 200 milligrams. And it is 105 soft gels. And I don't know, man. That's a lot of money. Oh, speaking of money, I just got my new prescription, my first prescription of the year for my Descovy. Tell me why it went from $2,800 a month to $7,980 a month for a 30-day supply. It said on my insurance that I had to pay $0 out of pocket. My insurance covered set like $8,000. What in the actual fuck is going on right now? I mean, it's like, I mean, it just further like pushes like the fact that the prescription prices are made up here. They're just made up here. They don't mean anything. The numbers, US currency doesn't mean anything anymore because we inflate everything. So it's like, well, what is really what? You'd almost think we had Korean baht. You know? It's, I don't know. Again, I didn't have to pay for anything, but like, how the hell would anyone have to, how would anyone be able to pay for something like that? $8,000 a month for a 30-day supply of medicine? But everything else kind of like stayed the same for me, so I think the only thing that I have to like pay out of pocket is like my thyroid medication. But that's, you know, that's about it. And that's, I think the thyroid medicine is like essentially $1 per pill, and my insurance pays like $5, so I have to pay like $25 out of it. So it's not that big of a deal. Let's extract some materia. I'm not really sure what I have to do. I think I just have to run like roulette. Oh, look at that, DPS. Ventured need. I'll take it. So I started reading, reading and like listening to, because I like to do in tandem. If I have a free hand, I like to do in tandem, where I am reading along with the audiobook that I have, or reading along in the book with the audiobook that I have. I don't know how to say that. But I have Libby. And this book is called The Half Has Never Been Told, Slavery and the Making of American Capitalism by Edward B. Baptiste. It's actually really good. I do have to finish reading America on Fire by Elizabeth Hinton, but I had to re-request the hold because mine had expired. So I didn't get to finish it in time before the audiobook went back, and like good old me, I can't read because dyslexia is a biatch, but so I'm waiting for that one to come back, but I started this one since it was like an instant checkout since no one else was like wanting to read it or holding it, and I have the physical book coming in today. So, and I bought a secondhand book, a used book, because, you know, books, like, they're all the same. It doesn't really matter the condition, you know, unless it's like, you know, caught on fire, ripped apart, obviously, but like a secondhand book is fine. You don't need to buy a new one. So I did that. What else did I do? I paid my insurance. Fucking finally, like, my insurance will tell me that my insurance is due to set to auto withdrawal, like auto draft on a certain day, but like we'll try to do it like the day before. Or even 2 days before, and it's the most frustrating thing ever. And I can't just manually pay it. I have to wait for it to decline, I think, and then it has to take like 24 hours. Even if I do update my payment method, it says we'll try to take the payment again in a couple of hours. But I did that, and it didn't draft. So that's stupid. And then I finally got a notice within the app that was saying, hey, you know, pay for your thing now. I was like, why can't you just let me pay for it like that automatically? Tesla is so fucking stupid sometimes. You want your fucking money or not? Like, I don't know why I teleported here. I fucking hate it here. I guess I can look at my IS and see what else is in here. What I don't even, like I said, I really don't even know why the hell I still do this. Like, there's nothing to do. Oh well, I guess there's still that like one mount that I have not done yet because I don't have enough tickets. But it's close, right? I think, maybe. I don't know. But I'm over 1 million seafarer calories, but I have everything, you know? So, I'm not sure if it's verified or not, but I saw that 8-Bit Dough was doing a keyboard and a mouse. I'm gonna have to look into that. I mean, not that I really, like, need another one, but I mean, it looked pretty cool, and it looked like the keys were, like, pretty soft, like, that interested me. I could check the airships or the submarines. The airships are done. And I know it's been a minute since a lot of people have been on. I'd probably just do some company actions. Let's see. got another pair of glasses. The classic specs that like everyone wants, and they're kind of expensive. At least they were when I first started. But like even still, they still catch a pretty penny. It was Cat Daddy messaging me back. Gonna do, I don't know what he's thinking, but he had thinking about doing like all 13 routes of the Merchant's Tale on stream. That'll be fun. It'll be like probably a long stream, maybe a two-parter stream. Who the hell knows? She stopped her healing to give me a hug. Oh, that's awesome. She probably saw my mess up too. Like, oh, it's okay. Not really, but... this one is going to have the fight. I just feel like this one. Bastard. Let's just say this. The tank is second best to this. Where are they at? better than starting off this encounter with melee locations. Clear calm, probably from the healer that stopping healing to hug me. The little clown demon. Alright, where am I at? So I got 40 left to get for the week. Why am I even capping these? Let's see if Galen wrote back. All right. some spirit-bound material in need of extraction. Inventory is a freaking mess. Alright, company actions. Man, you would think since I was the one that, like, created this, that I would be, like, knowledgeable about what's going today. Helping Ken in proper care. That's right, because it'd be the end of the week. Okay, so what would be the next thing that I need to do today? I guess I'm still working on getting that 1500, so I guess I can just do these other Roulettes. I think I was working on the warrior weapon. You guys remember? I think my inventory in here is completely full, yeah. Holy crap. Damaged Highland turret. Where did I get that from? I'm just checking to see if I did the thing. I did the thing this week. Seems to be about it. Just waiting for Q, honestly. Try to shoot for 1500. It looks like Galen and I will be doing a few routes of the Merchant's Tale. About 5-6 hours. So it's not going to be here today, it'll be here tomorrow. Alright, the gold saucer. Shitty. Why the hell do I still have these? pretty sure I got everything. And it's too late anyway, so they're just like completely useless sitting in my inventory. I hope I didn't forget anything. You know, one thing that I have not checked in a while is FR. I've not checked Fashion Report. Oh, that's actually really, really easy, actually. Let's see if I can do that. I have to go to the Calamity Salvager, I think, because I don't know if I have the gear stored. So also, if you could just get it from the Calamity Salvager, why would you? Have them on me. So it's apparently just these two easy 80. And then who the fuck is Fashion Report person here? And then you just put these two on and you go right over here. It's like super easy apparently. I made my decision. Brace yourself. So yeah, just the Crystarium Tabard and the Crystarium Helm. Wasn't so bad. Where am I at? 3.2 million MGP. Master Alchemist. I could also just put money bags. I have so many titles, I have no idea where it is. Why are there this many titles? Right there. Come on. Why do you have me do it twice? There it is. Money bags. Win a cumulative total of 1 million MP from the jumbo cactpot. It's my money bags. I mean, apparently it's kind of rare to get the jumbo cactpot, but I don't know. I got it during one night when we were doing Savage Raids, and I just won the lottery while I was in group with everyone. It was pretty cool. And like, of every person to win, yeah, it would be Stina, because money. I mean, come on, take a look at look at this. You see the gill here? The title, money bags. She's got a lot of money. Just a greedy lala. This is taking forever. This is very strange. So, you know, one thing that I was thinking a lot about recently is like where I was starting off in the game. Obviously from the beginning. But like I was just thinking, like, I was like, you know, I kind of really miss the old days of, like, you know, starting the game. And like my first experience walking around. And let's go over here so I can go to the right teleport. You know, and just like walking around in these early places when you didn't have like mounts or mount speed, anything like that. And I was like, you know, I kind of just want to do that again. And I've had a character start in every single city-state that was available. In 1.0 you got to choose, but wherever your starter class is in 2.0, that's where you start. So if you choose Thaumaturge, you're starting in Ul'dah. Gladiator, it's Ul'dah. And I just kind of like, I kind of just miss like walking around. Like I remember going to the Silver Bazaar so much. Just like walking through here. I remember also too, I think they've tuned them since, but like I remember the Brass Blades, the Yellow Jackets, and the Wood Whalers, they would go out and attack the enemies that were a little bit too close to the sanctuary. But now I don't really see that happen very much anymore. I think they moved, like, you know, the enemies back some, and they only intervene if you're like being chased by something, and they help you with that. But ever since then, you just don't see them leaving their post very much anymore. Yeah, I kind of miss just looking at everything when you were first starting to play, you know? Let's see. I know there's like some like target interfaces you can change to where you're not seeing anything. you know, stuff like that, but I just don't really change much. But walking, like, the old paths and stuff was just, like, I don't know, it helps you really familiarize yourself, but, like, after you reach a certain point, a certain level, and you get to a certain, like, position or through the MSQ, you just don't really need to be down here anymore. See? The Silver Bazaar. Something like, I guess, relaxing about it to me. I mean, it's been a long journey, so come August, I'll have been playing this game for 13 years. And it's been a really long time, you know, since I got to really just enjoy the basics, you know, of this game. Obviously, this has changed drastically. I was actually just thinking about this dungeon when I got into Mistwake. I was like, oh my god, this is the one that I actually really do like this one. We are synced a bit, but that doesn't really matter. Why aren't you running? What's going on? Oh my god, this is gonna take forever. I just have a feeling. In the level cap dungeon, or just any level, whatever the level cap is, and they're not hitting sprint, it's gonna be a very fucking slow run. It's just, I feel a headache. Like, I think he low-key wants me to just fall asleep. He probably knows exactly who I am and just wants me to fall asleep on the stream and embarrass myself. But it's your slow-ass gameplay that makes me fall asleep, Matt. Like, we have sprint for a reason. I bet you I'm going to have to do all of the heavy lifting in every boss. I mean, I do most of the time anyway because I am a pretty... I'd say I'm a pretty decent black mage, but that's not the fucking point. I do occasionally meet, like, the next good DPS that is, like, really, really good at their class, but it's very seldom that they can out DPS me. And I don't even play meta, I don't even play standard. I play non-standard. Oh my god, man. I'm gonna fall asleep, I swear I am. This is what I used to do back in the days when dungeons used to take 30 minutes to 45 minutes to clear. And I would just be like, okay, I'm just gonna go scholar and put you on follow and adios to the work.
sorry, viewers. Like, I'm actually really seething right now. I'm really, really annoyed.
Like, you know those deliberate delays that some tanks that have some fucking ego about themselves like to do so people can get hit a little bit? And there's no actual reason as to why they should be stopping during a fucking, like, in mid-pool. Y'all know how spicy I got with that shit before. Just fucking saunter our asses to Mordor, why don't we? Like, there's nothing important to do. People just, you know, there's no sprint button or anything. Like, you can't get there quickly. Like, look at this. Do you see this? It's already bad enough when people don't have any desire to, like, get through a dungeon, but it's also, it makes it worse when people don't want to get through those dungeons when you're synced back. It just makes the run and shit seem so much slower. It's really, really annoying. I bet you, like, this is the type of person that you would see at a crosswalk where they have the walk signal and they have absolutely no urgency to cross, and there's people that are actually, like, trying to turn in front of them, but they're just like, nope, you must wait. Like, they own the planet when they have their walk signal, they can finally cross the street. And despite how many other people might be around there waiting for them, they don't see anyone because nothing else matters. It's the weirdest selfish behavior I've ever seen. Like with me, if I'm gonna get through a dungeon, I want to be as quick as possible because who knows what other people have going on, you know? And they might not want to be in here all day, especially when you don't have to be. Like if I get a walk signal, I'm like the first to be right across the street because I want to get out of everyone's way. I also don't want to linger in traffic. Call me crazy, but only other explanation I can think for, like apart from entitlement or whatever their mood is that it's a bot. Those actually have been getting super sophisticated, and it's really annoying. But I mean, look at the tank stats there. It's 4 stacks of vulnerability. That to me kind of signals bot behavior. But I guess if I get cursed out, you shouldn't pull. You shouldn't. I'm not pulling for the fucking tank. I'm aggroing, and actually I can do what I want to do since it's everyone's dungeon here. Tanks, it's not the healers, it's not any one person's, it's everyone's. Oh, and what's that? I got to pull for you? I guess that means I can do it. Yes, I'm allowed. player commendation, so I'm not out of line. Anyway, back to viewing the Thenolans. They really did change this a lot. They added this, like, cove in here. I really do like it because it actually used to not have that, and it just seemed, I don't know, unfinished. Now it's actually more of like, oh look, water used to exist here. But one thing though is I don't think you can land up there. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you can't land. It is not a walkable path. And this is the road or the track or the Colonnade funicular to Horizon, even though there is no funicular there. Maybe they use like cargo, and since like I mean chocobo borders, and since they're really not like powerful, like, I don't know, say for instance horses, they would just attach whatever it is that they have on their porter and just winch it up. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Let's do normal raids. It's insane coming back here after so many years to like actually look around, and like I remember how big this space used to be. The Thenolans. But now it just seems so small.
Inspiration will you give me, I wonder?
Welcome to Sugar Riot's Gallery of Glamour!
Perhaps I'll draw this.
With a flourish, Sugar Riot brings her work to life.
What's your favorite color? An image comes to me. I hope you like it hot and sandy.
Goodness, the rain has become desert.
How about a little more sunshine? When I think desert, I think of these prickly fellows.
Watch out! It's a veritable storm of needles. The challenger's down! Is this the end?
There's something missing. Oh, I know.
Quicksand? Oh, you don't want to get caught in that.
decide on one thing.
You put on your fucking tank stance when you get back up. Sorry, this is brand new. It's a level 100.
What do you think of this?
Like, this is fun. Also, why did it target me as like the second highest DPS, which would be the Octane? Sorry, second highest aggro, which would be the Octane, when I was number 3, and the other black
Amazing! They
mage was
clearly
number 2.
anticipated that attack.
What do you say to a refreshing riverscape?
A crystal clear river! How charming!
What are you guys doing? Are you guys serious?
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger! They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing!
This is no good. It needs a touch of thunder. A
I'm
dash of
glad it's
downpour.
Sugar Riot and not Howling.
A thunderstorm has turned the water smutty! How frightening!
I have it. Some distraction to facilitate deconstruction.
A massive raging storm! I hate people with parasols.
When you can't decide on one thing,
It's all over. Until next time.
Meh, I'll pass. Trials. Oh, God.
Let the victor's reign be sanctioned by the blood of the fallen.
I'm gonna say it, this trial fucking sucks because I don't know, it just sucks. It sucks so bad because I feel like, at least my level of understanding this whole thing, it's, first of all, it gives me Mass Effect and Halo vibes. But like, secondly, it's so PC, there's a lot of pauses in this. PC as in like, there's lots of pieces to this trial. And it's like, honestly, a lot to take into.
What visions are these? I will find way. Is this my weakness given sin?
If you were to ask me what type of girl am I, a Mass Effect or a Halo girl, it would be Mass Effect.
No limits will find me.
Did anyone else watch that catastrophes of a series for Halo?
Be gone
On
along with my
Paramount?
pitiful past.
That series got on my nerves. Like, the only reason why I was watching it, I mean, it's obvious. Baby.
I am the worthy king.
Is this psychosis? Must be.
There is no miracle. This is my path.
He'd strike down his blue kid.
I trust only in myself. It's mine, the ultimate power.
He looks like a Power Rangers enemy. Oh yeah, that's how you feel.
Authority.
We're down to 30%. Like, he just refreshes his it's back to 100%. As this thing. It's too many walls going all this time.
my gates.
Jeez, please, I hate this one. I don't even know. I'm not sure. That is such an insane trial. I hate it. Okay, I am going to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. I got an energy drink as well. You know how that goes. Not sponsored, but I'm willing. I mean, I guess we can see what we have for Alliance Roulette. With any luck, it can be two things. So, Route 1, any luck would be something easy, not near. Not that near's not easy. It's just bleh. Or with any luck, it'll be one that I could use, be it the first or second walk. Oh my gosh. Frameage, droppage. So what I'm thinking is I will complete a few of these roulettes since I'm going to be back, or since we're going to be doing stuff at around 5 or 6. That's several hours from now. I will just have a part 2, so I'll end the stream after that and then come back. These people have locked houses. I know why. So what I was told why there are some people that do have locked houses in this, is because they may temporarily allow friends to go in. Friends. And that's where they can ERP out into the open. If that's for you, then I've actually accidentally been in someone's house when they were doing that. I had to teleport way out of there as quickly as possible because it's weird. It gets weird. People are weird. So I sold 3 things yesterday on my eBay. For any of you that does know or does not know, so any of you that does know, they know that I sell some of the things that I like get past. Like I purchase, enjoy, and then just sell. But if you don't know, I run a business also where I sell my own possessions. And I sold 2 leather fountain pen cases and 2 sailor fountain pens. They are from their Profit line. So one was a Fude de Manin, and the other was just like a normal Fude Nib. But someone asked, they're like, hey, would you do this much? And I cut like $5 off for them. Or whatever I was selling it on. It's like, sure. Pay $6 in shipping anyway. So we got World of Darkness. Part of the CT series. Say of the CT series, this one's the most interesting. It's probably the best one in my opinion of the Crystal Tower series. You got Cloud of Darkness. Essentially an alien from outer space. Actually look through the alliance raids to see which one's my favorite of each. So Crystal Tower would be the first alliance raid series, would be World of Darkness, which I think is the best. Second one would be the Void Arc series, and I honestly think the last one, Dunescape, is really, really good. Shadowbringers was near. Right? Or am I crazy? I gotta look this up. I'm going insane right now. I can't believe I'm brain farting on a game I've been playing for so long. but then again, I don't really chill in alliance raids. I've done them enough to where, like, you get the gear and, like, you get the things. But I don't do them after that, especially recreationally. I've said it before, I don't really do roulettes apart from expert. It's just not what I do. Okay. Heaven's Ward, Wadar, Weeping City of Mach, which I really do like that one as well, but didn't say it's just really good. The final boss is really good. Yeah, Stormblood, duh. It was the Evil Ace ones, Ravenaster, Lighthouse, and Monastery. I think Lighthouse was the best. A bit long, honestly, but I just don't really like the... Well, no, the Open Monastery is pretty good. I mean, I guess I'll always be a fan of, like, you know, 12 Evilise. I mean, obviously. But none of them really wowed me. I like the Ritterena Lighthouse. I thought that was really good. But if I had a choice to not do any of them, I would really choose not to do any of them. That's how I feel about it. And then we would have Shadowbringers. And Shadowbringers would be the Copy Factory, the Puppets Bunker, and the Tower at Paradigm's Breach. Yeah. Tower was good. But her inflorescence was really, really long, and Puppet's Bunker sucks. They always make you run that one. But one of the things that I don't like about the tower is the mini boss. Other than that, I think it's all right. The mini boss was it. It's that drone that like robot drone thingy. I forget the name. I haven't done that one in probably all of Dondrin. I don't remember. And then gosh, I hate Momo. When it comes to Endwalker, one fire striker per ult. That's let's get through the 5-minute dragon. Continue talking about what I was talking about. I'm trying to talk about. I love getting fire starters every other fire cast. That makes me so happy. Alright, so it'd be Aglaya, Foreseen, and Alea. I'm kind of a little biased here, kind of. I like Aglaya because of Naldal at the very end. But I also like the Leia as well because of Thaliak. But other than that, I hate it. And I thank you for seeing this in also. Mainly because I feel like Cologne should have been should have been the final boss and not get her name out. Menthina. I don't like her. She's weird. She's weird as fuck. No, you asshole! So annoying. I think Helone deserved better. She should have been number 3. But that's just my opinion. Memphina was a fun fight, but like honestly, and I think they could have like amped up the difficulty of Alone if she was the final boss in other than that, I think Lion was perfect. And so far we got the first walk, second walk, and we're going to get the third walk soon. I'm not really swayed by either of those. Yeah, maybe the third walk will be nice. I don't know. I have no idea what to expect. If Shantoto's put in there, then of course it's going to be a winner for me. the healer is talking about. So healer was said, Jesus Christ, and then said, how much HP do you have, Gunbreaker? And then Gunbreaker goes, Tree Fitty. I'll give you that. That was something. About Tree Fitty. They're blessed with the gift of knowing everything. I know everything. Crivens. Walk over here with that. Am I gonna die standing here? Go stand in it. Oh, that tickled. I'm confusing tickle. I have to move. Oh, it's still too far. I might as well just not move. Let's give it to the Elizin since they're a rare breed. Sorry, I've been making a bad habit of cracking my knuckles. It's bad. 3 player comms, that's nice. Now what do I get? High leveling, what do I want to... What's the criteria for this one? So it could be anything all the way up to 90. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Because those are all level caps of each expansion. Let's go as a Picto, since you only need to button mash once, you don't have to worry about the wrong damn button. My hotbars are all fucked up for low-level shit, and I wish I could switch it to a different one. But, like, that's... I mean, okay, I can switch my HUD to... you know, any of these, right? And I could do a hotkey for that. But I'm not gonna do it. Because how often do you do low-level shit when you're max level? And it's just like, it's just better to kind of try to adjust, but like, it's difficult. Like I said, the hotbar on the left is for single target, hotbar on the right is for AoEs. When I'm a black mage, and with the way that my hotbars are set up, it's not that clear. And also, they kind of like make you dance between single target and AoE for lower levels to get your Umbral Ice, to get into Umbral Ice and restore your MP. Shit's annoying. Could also just... I could tank. When someone that does not know how to tank tanks better than... Or sorry, when someone that does not tank often but knows how to tank better than most of the tanks that run dungeons or whatever, run duties in this, there's a fucking problem with our tank economy. Like, one of the things that... So, like, when I do PvP, if I do PvP, I'm mainly a black mage, right? When it comes to Crystalline Conflict, I can stomp some people with Warrior. Actually, we like... I remember when me and, like, past FC members would get into Crystalline Conflict together. Because, like, if you were to be in a party and, like, queue in at the exact same time... I think it's, like, parties of 2. I think is allowed. We would manage to get in with each other, but we'd be on like opposing teams sometimes. And I remember just stomping the hell out of my fellow FC members when I was going in there as a warrior. Like, they couldn't believe how quick they were dying, and I'm like, I don't even play this class that often, but I know how the skills work. So when I do go in there, I mainly am black mage. I haven't tried anything like red mage or Picto since Picto's come out. If I'm a healer, it is definitely just the 2 barrier healers, so Sage and Scholar. Typically I get a little bit more experience with Scholar with Sage in there, but Scholar is very, very OP in there. And if I do play a tank, I would have to say it's always going to be, for me, Warrior. I'm just not that keen on Paladin in PvP spaces, so... If it's frontline, Crystalline Conflict was the former, but if it's frontline, I typically only go in there as a Black Mage. And if I'm paired with someone, like for example, like my husband, because he goes in there as a tank most of the time, if I do that, it depends on my mood. Sometimes I'll be his like barrier healer, and I just have him like harass other players while I just stand afar and heal. But most of the time I like to be back up as Black Mage, because I'm pretty sharp. And when you have a tank that just won't die and they're being targeted by the person that they're attacking, and then there's a Black Mage that's right in his pocket casting on them, yeah, it doesn't end well. I get battle high pretty often. I just don't really like PvP. I just don't like it. I wish I did. I remember, what did I get for, like... Did I get... I don't even know. Did I get Platinum? Where do I check that? Bronze 3? I don't know. Probably it makes sense. It's been a long time, so I only played Crystalline Conflict when it first came out. I think I played like a couple seasons, and then I was just like, I'm done with it. They have like a lot of restrictions on Crystalline Conflict as well. You're like, and also like in chat and stuff, you're only allowed to talk in frontline. Crystalline Conflict, you can't talk to people. And that's kind of frustrating, but I understand why they don't allow you to, but like, at the same time, it's kind of like annoying. What the fuck is up with this queue, man? So sorry for sloppy hair and everything. I haven't been in the mood, so don't judge me. I haven't been doing, honestly, anything that I like normally do. Like, I'm out of some of my skincare serums, so I haven't been sticking to like my skincare, because then I'd just be unevenly using my other products until I get the replacements for those things. And I've been doing the bare minimum. I do have a tinted sunscreen though, so I could just put that on. But I like to use my products completely before I purchase new ones, and it has to be within the like right part of the month for me to purchase them if I do need something. Holy shit. chimpanzee, they're selling it for 2? I don't even know where this is from. 100,000 is not that bad. Barbaricia. We got the Okurichuchin. Kydonia Strolls? What is that? Kydonia Strolls. That looks like, that kind of looks like the face that was in the moon. I mean, knowing me, I can just buy these things, right? But also, I haven't made, like, very much gil in the last 4 years. So my wares are, like, dropping. I don't have a lot of gil anymore, and I'm not really someone that's like, oh, let me max out the micro crow. Speaking of crow, oh my god, don't... It's horrifying. So, you know, like, I'm a friend to crows and friend to ravens, and I think that they're wonderfully brilliant creatures. Tell me why I come home and my husband tells me about the front, like, our front patio, like, where our front door is. He says, did you see what happened out there? I said, what are you talking about? He's like, go look. Fucking cats. We have neighborhood cats. Unfucking fortunately, they fucking captured a male crow and ate it on our front porch. There was only wings and its tail left behind and, like, its claws. Cats are fucking gross, man. Like, I like them, and I had a cat for a very long time, but, like, you don't know the dark voodoo shit that you just did right there, stupid cat. They're gonna find out you ate their friend, and it's not gonna be nice for you most of the time. A murder be coming. And I don't want the crows to also be thinking we did that shit. Like, I didn't do anything. My house is black for a reason. It's homage to crows and ravens. Yeah, I just... And he had to pick it up. He picked it up and he put it somewhere. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how one feels about burying feathers in their fucking garden. I think he just tossed it, unfortunately, but I hope no crow saw. And what's the sickest part is that it took place right in front of my Ring doorbell. So it's there on video. I hate it so much. Does not make me happy. Does not bring me joy. So yeah, you could see a cat literally sitting there just feasting right in front of my doorbell, just feasting on this poor crow. How did you get a damn crow? That's what I want to know. just texted me about he's at the vet now with his dog. And his dog, I think, has like a brain tumor or something, but it's an older dog too. Little one, little tiny dog, like a Chihuahua. But I'm just like, if your dog is uncomfortable and in pain, can you please make the decision to put your dog down? It's not fair to your dog to keep your dog around just because you like your dog. If your dog's in pain, like, that's so evil to me. I'm not saying that's what he's doing, but I know there's a lot of people that are, they're like, well, I don't really care. I want to try to make my dog as comfortable as possible, even though their dog may be really, really sick or in a lot of pain. And they want to keep their dog around for them, for themselves, not because it's in the best interest of your dog that you love. I don't know. I have a really soft heart, or soft spot in my heart for dogs, and it took me a while to make the executive decision to do that to my dog, but I'm smarter and better off for it because I'm not sure she could have handled the move. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. So it's the hardest decision I ever had to make. I know I mentioned it on another stream and I showed you her paw impressions. They asked me if I wanted to have an urn of her remains, but we all know they do communal cremations. So I was like, no, I don't mess with that. My ancestors are black. We know stuff about magic and shit, so no, we don't want other creatures' remains and then for you to sell it to me. I mean, they do that. They do like communal cremations for humans as well, unless you ask for a private cremation where you can be there and view it. You can. I mean, it's only 2 hours, right? So it's like you sit there and you watch it be done, which I think people in the United States, we have the right to witness. That's what I'm gonna request my husband do when I pass, because I don't, I want him to retrieve what is me and not what is me mixed with others. That's magic you don't want to touch. I'm number 2 in line for high-level dungeons. It says estimated wait time 24 minutes. It's been 17 minutes for this queue. What? I mean, I guess I can battle some of these Pokemon Go. Wait, what the hell? I don't need a remote pass. I'm by my own. So I play Pokemon Go. I bet a lot of you also play Pokemon Go as well. They're having like the special event where you have a male and female Pikachu where you can get them with like these special hats. I missed the boy one. I'm working on the girl one right now, but just solo stuff. And I am part of Team Instinct. I'm level 57. but I was initially Team Valor. And then I realized what bullies Team Valor are. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to be part of that. Not like bullies like person to person, but like bullies for gyms and stuff. And then I never wanted to be part of Team Mystic because that's where everyone goes. It's the most popular team. So I chose the one that's least popular. So now I'm part of the bullied class. Can you believe that? So Team Instinct, we get bullied a lot. We get, you know, like, I swear, in my area before we moved, Team Valor would just knock you out of the gym quicker than anything. And I was like, wait, that's part of my group. Like, I don't like that very much, but in all fairness, I've only been part of Team Instinct for like 3 or 4 years. I forgot when I changed, but it's been like 3 or 4 years. It's been a long time. But before that, I've been Team Valor since the very, very beginning. But I decided to leave because I didn't really want to be part of the class that's like known to like bully a lot of other teams in like out of all of their stuff, I suppose. Out of the gyms. Like, it's crazy because like you would just get knocked out of a gym, right? And you'd earn your 50 coins, Poke coins. And then like after that, then you would, you know, another team would go and put theirs in, but then I would see Team Valor knock out that team. Most of the time it was like Instinct. And the only reason why I chose Valor is because Fire, I've always chose like Fire types throughout every single Pokemon gen. And Moltres, obviously. So I thought it was just like extra fitting for me, particularly. But then I was like, I can change it, it's fine. It doesn't matter. So I did. What the fuck? My phone's on vibrate. Why am I getting all these notifications in that's coming through all loud? I don't like that. So anyway, I switched to Zapdos, and like, I've never really been like an electric Pokemon type fan. But I've been a Pikachu fan for a zillion years, and I feel like electric types are really starting to grow on me. So that's fine. It's fine. I also play Pokemon Sleep. I wonder how many of you guys out there play Pokemon Sleep as well. I've been playing it since day one. And the appeal to me is mainly because I have such a fucking battle with sleeping. Like, there was a year, I think it was 2023, I had like some type of undiagnosed sleep disorder, and I would survive off of 2 to 4 hours of sleep per day. I'd be fine, completely rested. I thought there was something like strange going on, but it was just a hormone imbalance, it turns out. And then I had it resolved, brought into like normal range, but still I find it difficult to be getting sleep. And it's not because I have like an overactive brain. That could be part of that, but that's not like, I just wouldn't be tired, right? My body wasn't tired, my brain wasn't tired, and I just had no idea what was going on. And my doctor said that there was like a hormone imbalance in me, and that's probably why, and I just needed more progesterone in my body to help me sleep for longer. I remember I would go to sleep at like 10, and I'd wake up sometimes at midnight, or sometimes at like 2 a.m. And then I'd just be like And I'd just be in my room, and I'd be like, or in my office, because we have multiple rooms. And I'd just be in my office chilling, and then I would be waiting for my husband to wake up, like 4 to 6 hours later, depending. But it'd feel like I was just. He was never gonna wake up because I was just like, oh, there's no one awake, and I had to try to figure out how to entertain myself. Oh man. I know I'm supposed to be doing this and running it right now, but let me just show you the Pikachu that I got. I know it's backwards, I'm sorry. But not bad. Normally when I get those Pokemon from raids, they're like shit. Like 2-star, because that's like the minimum. And then if they're on the field, they're always like no stars for me. I do not have a good good track record for catching like really good Pokemon. I think I have like maybe 2 hundos or 3 hundos, I don't know. And I've been playing for many, many years, since day 1. Oh gosh, what? Toe Smuggler? What is going on? I don't like that. That makes me annoyed. Beat! You hit me. Monsters. Captain Meowclaws. That reminds me of one of my first like stick around alts. His name was General Mittens. So now, Mikote. I wonder if anyone has like a Captain Tony. Something weird like that.
In the name of the Emperor! Enough!
I kind of wish regular vampires had more of a role in this game. He's better than ugly.
Enough!
Just smash those ads. Boston. target. Napa, you sleepy? You sleepy, baby? Anyway, another reason why I was trying to clean up my office is I'm trying to hook up a secondary cam so you guys can have Nato cam. So you can see her. She's always in here, but I don't, you know, use her as a prop like some people do with their pets. And I just allow her to exist, but... I was thinking I could just put on a little Nato cam in front of her little frog squishmallow bed. So you can see her being a baby dog. It'd be really neat if there was like such a thing as like a wireless camera that could link up to your system. You could just switch to it and it shows you like a feed. Because that'd be cool if you had like Nato vision. I'd pay for that. I should probably just do aliens, honestly.
Know your place.
You guys need to get involved. What is going on here? We can't use it now. It's like a 5-minute wait, I think. I think if we can power through this, it'll be fine, but I doubt it. Oh wow, they got him up.
Chaos shall reign forevermore.
They're gonna get hit. Okay, good, they moved. Oh, man.
Your light shall burn no more.
Light speed. We should still have light speed at this level. So. because pockets, they require a cooldown.
Your light shall burn no more.
But it's fine. This is a checkpoint, so like if you notice, the Astrologian does say that they are a sprout. However, they know the mechanics, so I know it's probably just Roulette's character. And who knows? Maybe healing isn't like something they do normally. But they're moving with the mechanics that sprouts just don't get initially, so no reason to believe that they are actually a sprout unless they're just like a genius and they just get the mechanic like that without even knowing. Are you tired? Huh? People gotta get friendly with their sprint buttons, they really do. New line of merch coming out, it's gonna show the sprint icon. It's gonna say, use sprint with exclamation points. So, I'm gonna copyright that immediately. Also, if you guys notice, whenever I choose to be Pictomancer, it's always a nightmare run. I was like, I don't really want to do it. Lower level casting. I'm gonna pick something like Pictomancer that has, like, you know, pretty much its kit at virtually any level, because it's just how it's built. And I'm like, it's gonna be easy. And it's never easy. I think it's just my Black Mage curse, honestly. Two commendations. I feel happy about that. You don't really get commendations as a DPS. A lot of people really only like to calm their tanks if they don't die and they do good pulls. Or their healer, because healers keep everyone going, right? So I guess leveling is all that's next. And with this, I'll have enough to get an item from Wachimeki. It's leveling, so it's not going to be level 100, therefore I don't want to go as a Black Mage for obvious reasons. But let's see if we get a cursed run again. Likely gonna happen. One of my friends is, former friends is here. So yes, I need the waxing Arcanite. I believe that is for... This one says I'm number 7. I'm 5 minutes away. I don't know what to think of that. Could be a bold-faced lie. So, you're a liar, Q. Cue me now. No, didn't want to. Anyway, after this one, and I do upgrade the weapon, I'm gonna get off of here and then prepare for tonight's stream. And tonight's stream could be, well, it's gonna be several hours long, but I don't know. I was starting to do more evening streams, not because I don't want to do anything in the morning. It's part of the reason, but because I feel like I'm able to also incorporate a few other people once they get off of work. So I was just being thoughtful. I suppose like I could do other streams as well where I'm just, you know, in my stream by myself. But I think it's a bit funner when I have people in like Discord and stuff. But we'll see. I'm arranging stuff. You're just chilling, Nato. You come see Mama? You want to? She's just staring at me with one eye. She looks like a Cyclops dog. It's something quick though. I do hope we get like Titan or Ifrit or something like that. That would be awesome. Ifrit. Oh wait, actually, what's going on here? I see. So it looks like I have to upgrade my Picto weapon still, ironically. Sastasha! Oh my gosh. And we got a Thaumaturge with our first dungeon. I have no motifs. None. That's fine, they're annoying to use anyway. I'll check the bloody memo. be. We don't like to attack those. It's mean. That sucks. Was that too much? It seemed like they were going over there anyway. Hey, it worked. It worked. Oh. Let's just get this guy. Okay, let's take a look, because apparently I don't have, let's see. Like, which fucking ones do I have? So I still need the Obscurum. Alright, so... And then I can buy another 3 waning Arcanites, and then I can upgrade Scholar's Phantom Weapon. Phantom Rumble. I should have enough for 3 more waning, and then I can get the scholar weapon. Totally ignoring my plans before to get the waxing Arcanites, but his rainbow hammer. Oh, look at that. And yes, so I do need both of those stages for a lot of weapons, apparently. So I guess I'm working on getting Warrior, Red Mage, White Mage, and Astrologian. I didn't even know I was doing that many. Temporary insanity, I suppose. It's so nice in here. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna get off for now. I'm gonna be back in a few hours, but I have to take my husband to an appointment, and then should be back around 1800 Arizona time. But thanks for participating with me for Last Minute Monday. I'll see you a little bit later. Have a good day.